So guys, dumating na ang The Real Beast. And alam na natin, pinag-uusapan natin ngayon ang Poco F3. And nandito sa ating kamay is the real deal. The phone that will disrupt the market once again by Poco. And guys, hindi tayo gumagawa ng mga virtual review na parang nagre-report lang at wala kang hawak ng phone. So right now, unbox muna natin tong Poco F3 para makita nyo ang laman nito. So hi guys, ako pala si Richmond ng Gadget Psychic and welcome back to my channel. And nakita na natin at nasaksihan na natin ang unboxing netong Poco F3. So nakita natin, it's really nice. And masasabi ko sa inyo, may kaibahan siya sa Redmi K40. So guys, nakita natin out of the box, may kinaibahan siya compared to the Redmi K40. Ang kanyang colorway is not the same. Ang kanyang black, magkaiba sila ng black. And yung blue nito, ang Deep Ocean Blue is not the same as the Aurora Blue ng K40. So of course, iba ang hawak natin, the real deal na talaga. So itong phone na ito is equipped with the Snapdragon 870, It's a 7nm chip and it's 5G ready, meaning future-proof ka na, wala ka na problema. If you bought this phone, probably can last you for 2 more years. Wala ka nang kailangan upgrade, And it's the latest Snapdragon 870. Though hindi siya 888, pero okay na siya. It's very, very powerful enough and malalaman natin sa mga benchmark later. Now, it is coupled with the Adreno 650 bilang kanyang main GPU and meron siya dalawang variant na pwede na pagpilian. Either go for the 620 gigs of storage or the 8256 gig of storage. Pareho silang UFS 3.1 and of course, bilang mga flagship level phones, wala siyang micro SD expansion, sad to say. So itong phone na ito, meron siya tatlong color, no? Either go for the Arctic White, Night Black, or ang kanyang best color, Deep Ocean Blue. Ano kaya napili ninyo? So sinabi ko sa inyo kanina, malakas and very very powerful na kanyang processor, no? Sabi ni Antutu, binigyan siya ng 618,000 points, which is very very comparable, no? A little bit higher than that of the Snapdragon 865. Pero medyo mas mababa lang siya ng konti sa 888. Ito ang Snapdragon 870, no? Equally powerful as the Snapdragon 865, plus naka 5G ka na rin. So wala ka nang aalalahanin for the next 2 years. Then sinilip din natin si i22, ang taas din ng score binigay sa kanya, 460,000 points. Sa PC Mark ng work performance, 9,800, no? Mataas din. Itong si DRM Info, sinabi niya meron siyang wideband level 1 security, meaning pwede tayo manood ng mga HD, no, na movies sa Netflix, pagsawaan natin habang naka-quarantine. Now, itong phone na ito, no, meron siya 6.67 AMOLED display, 1080p. Then, ito masarap. 120Hz of screen refresh rate plus Corning Gorilla Glass 5 ang kanyang protection sa harap. Corning Gorilla Glass 5 protection din ang kanyang likod. Together with aluminum frames. Magaan siya at 196 grams. And ang kapal niya is just 7.8 mm, which is very very nice, very very thin. Sabi ko sa inyo guys, ang ganda ng grip ko dito sa phone na ito. I really really like it. And hindi siya super dulas, no? Though glass ang likod niya, very smudgy siya sa mga fingerprint, no? Definitely. Pero hindi siya super dulas. Surprising maganda kanyang grip. And of course, syempre mag-ingat kayo pag nilagay nyo sa table na ito. Pag nag-vibrate, baka malaglag ang inyong phone. And speaking of vibration, guys, meron tong haptic feedback which makes yung vibration na experience nyo dito sa phone na ito, no? Sa every single press nyo dito. Meron yung yung haptic feedback giving you a more smoother experience now while using this phone. Guys, tinry natin manood ng ilang videos dito. Masasabi ko sa inyo, it's really, really nice. Gives me a very, very nice experience. Lalo na meron siyang dual stereo surround sound. Mas gumanda pa ang panonood dito. Mas enjoyable. Lalo na very, very punchy ang kanyang screen. Yung black, mas black. And of course, what more can I say? AMOLED na siya eh. And ito, probably pinaka-inaantay ninyo ang gaming experience ko dito sa phone na ito. Masasabi ko sa inyo, playing Call of Duty na unlock. At pwede may unlock lahat ng high settings dito. Definitely, it's really, really nice. Well, masasabi ko sa inyo, medyo umiinit siya ng konti, no? When I hit roughly an hour playing dire-diretso, no? Dito sa phone na ito. But yung init niya is very, very tolerable naman, no? Pero of course, syempre, kung gusto nyo medyo lumamig yung phone ninyo, you can always buy something like the Blackshark cooler para medyo lumamig siya konti. Now, yung gameplay dito, masasabi ko siya very, very smooth. Though there are still some minor hiccups, pero very, very minor lang siya. Masasabi ko sa inyo, lalo na yung 120Hz screen refresh rate, pag nag-kick in yan, masasabi ko sa inyo, guys, it's really, really nice. You should really experience this one. Now, this phone meron siyang triple camera setup and it has the 48MP main shooter, aperture 1.8 together with the 8MP na ultra wide lens, 5MP na macro lens at ang kanyang camera sa harap is a 20MP front shooter with a 2.5 aperture. Tara, silipin muna natin ang kakayahan ng camera na ito. So guys, nakita natin ang mga camera shots. It's nice, it's sharp, it's really, really crisp. Mas believe ako sa mga nakuha kong shots dito over from the K4D. Maybe dahil ang UI nito is MIUI for Poco, mas optimize siguro ang mga cameras, yung camera integration na dito sa phone na ito. That's why it's taking better shots. And tara, tingnan muna natin ang ilang shots from the front camera. Now, masasabi ko sa inyo guys, ang ganda din naman nakuha ng camera shots, no? Siguro, it's really a step up, no? Versus the K40. The K40 is giving me some good shots din, no? Pero ito, better eh. Siguro, mas na-correct na nila, nakita nila yung problem sa K40, in-improve nila sa software. Once na nilaunch nila, smooth na. Wala ka na problema. Maganda ang front camera netong phone na ito. Now, tingnan muna natin ilang videos dito, no, from this phone. Okay guys, so right now we're recording at 1080p 30 fps with the image stabilization turned on the Poco F3. And this is the quality if we record it at 4K 30 fps. And masasabi ko sila guys, taking videos 1080p 30 fps, naka-on ang kanyang image stabilization. It's really nice, it's really smooth, wala kang problema. Now, tinry natin kumuha ng video using the 4K 30 fps and it's equally nice, pero medyo may kunting tagtag, no? Kasi ang image stabilization can last you up to 1080p and 30 fps. Beyond that, hindi na nag-on ang image stabilization, no? Tara, subukan natin mag-vlog dito sa front camera. So guys, this is how it looks like when I'm vlogging using the Poco F3 on its front camera. Check it out. Quite impressive. Not bad. Now, ito ang sinasabi ko sa inyo na magandang pang-vlog, no? This phone is really, really vlog-worthy if you're planning to make your own vlog. Very stable siya, no? Kahit bare hands ko lang, though hindi naman ako pasmado, I have my ultra steady hands. And of course, plus itong ultra steady na front camera, no? Making it, well, a nice vlogging camera. Guys, alam niyo ba itong phone na ito is Wi-Fi 6 ready? Meaning, future-proof ka na, and of course, nasa side ang kanyang fingerprint scanner, and very, very responsive nga naman siya. Siguro, ang wish ko lang dito, sana nilagyan na lang nila sa under screen display, no? Mas pabor ako dito eh, pag nag-unlock kaysa dito sa side. Of course, that's just my opinion. So guys, tingnan natin yung camera bump na itong phone na ito, no? Very, very thin siya. And kaya nung nag-gaming ako, sabi ko, parang wala akong masyadong nakakapa na camera bump. This is because manipis ang kanyang camera bump. It really matters kung naglalaro ka for a long time kasi yung angat ng camera bump sometimes medyo nakakasagabal sa gaming, no? Which is, of course, correctable by buying some cases. But ako, mas feel ko maglaro pag walang case, eh. Para mas maganda yung grip. Well, of course, it's all up to you. And did you know, guys, itong isang module dito, no? It's not a camera module, but it's a microphone. So, ang ganda dito sa kanya, no? So, pag lumalayo, nag-zoom ka dun sa, sa object, sumasabay itong mic na to. Okay? So, pag lumalapit ka, tendency, ina-amplify niya yung sound, no? Parang lumalapit din siya. Very, very nice technology, no? You can only find this on flagship level phones. And itong phone na ito, meron siya 4,520 mAh of battery. And sabi ni Poco, kaya na mag-charge up to 33 watts. And true enough, nung dinrain ko ang battery na ito down to 13% and chinarge ko pabalik na 100 using the default cable and the default charger na nakakabit sa aking watt meter. Sabi ng watt meter ko, binigyan siya ng 31 watts na rating, which is not bad. And natapos tayo, 1 hour and 3 minutes. Mabilis naman. So guys, nakita na natin ang the real beast. Ang beast na hindi kailangang humubad. And it's really here. It's already landed in the Philippines, ang Poco F3. It's really, really nice. It's really, really sleek. It's smooth. Sa totoo lang, wala akong makitang masyadong loophole sa kanya, except that siguro sana nilagyan nila sa in-screen, no, ang kanyang fingerprint scanner, nilakihan ko ang kanyang battery to 5,000, and siguro one thing that napansin ko, no, under the direct sunlight, the bright sunlight, no, yung display medyo nahirapan siya mag-adjust, no. Siguro hopefully makorek ni Poco ito when it roll out some of its update in the future. masasabi ko sa inyo, nung nasa under the direct sunlight, parang nahirapan ako magbasa sa kanya, no? So, yun lang siguro only downside nito phone na ito. I'm sure nasa sensor yan, no? Kasi there's something about this phone, under direct sunlight, halos wala akong makita eh. Which is unusual siya, no? Pero makokorek naman yan sa firmware updates. So guys, what do you think about this phone, the Poco F3? It's really the real beast, and I can say na ang presyo na sobrang jaw-dropping. Now guys, you can buy this phone for just 20,990 for the 8 gigs of RAM, 250 gigs of storage, and the 6 gig of RAM and 120 gigs of storage. You can buy it for 17,990. So if you like this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and of course, click that bell icon so you don't miss any future videos here on my channel. So sana magkita-kita ulit tayo sa aking susunod na video. Paalam na muna!